Doing this is MKD Smart View. Now we will get from somewhere to somewhere, so don't be in a haste. I will explain some few things we get into today's video and all. So one thing that is about this entire MENTORSHIP concept and all is the fact that there are those who are bettors, there are those who are teachers and mentors. In my case, I consider myself a mentor, a teacher, a tutor, and all. It's all about that system. And for that, there is a price to pay. So it's a thing of, if you are in the system and you are looking for a means to get the knowledge of the system, then you can always come in. There is the VIP package available to you. There's also the mentorship package available to you. Now, this particular client right here joined with the VIP package earlier on. Started up with what? The VIP package. Later on, messaged me that, all right, I want to enroll into the full mentorship. You understand that? So this was a thing that started up from the VIP and was later what? Set to go in for the mentorship. That is, I want to advance my knowledge. Settling up with that now, as you can see on the screen right here, it was already a client available on the VIP group. So we concluded on it all, and after that, the payment was done, and also with a thank you gift. That's why this particular client, now this gesture here, made me to put in much more effort into his tutorials and all. Not like as if I don't generally put in effort into teaching, but I put in what? Much more effort into this because of this what? Little gesture here. And from there, the tutorial started up. That was when? July 14th. Today now is what? The 27th of July, and as you can see right here, there are what? So much and so much has actually what been done within what? The 13 days. So this is it right now, starting all the way from the July 14th, we've actually been what? On the system. So following up with that, the tutorial started. Now this is usually my first class on tutorials. Yeah, let's say that I try to explain the concept of MENTORSHIP, explaining what? The gameplays, the possibility, and the what do they call it again? The percentage of accuracy of each of every of these gameplays on MENTORSHIP. Starting off with that, I explain each of the C's, then we go through each one after the other. I talk about the ones that should be staked on and the one that shouldn't be. So it's much more like a full package. Whenever you're coming into my system, you're not just coming, let's say, to gamble. You're coming to learn. You're coming to understand. I've actually been in the system of MENTORSHIP for 11 years, and my channel on YouTube is what? 9 years old as of what? Few days ago. So when you come in to learn, you come in to understand. It's much more like a breakdown. We're talking about the mentorship in this case. It's much more like the breakdown of the entire MENTORSHIP system for you to get to understand. So I start from the scratch, tips, pros and cons, every single thing you need to excel in the system. So very simple, very easy. And since then, we've been on the system day after day after day, and what? Going up until what? These few days. Now, yesterday we had a session. We are currently what? Emphasizing what? On the Rainbow 2 Plus. That is where we are now. The tutorial still has days to go on. It has days to go on. So we are still on it. And following up with that, this was our session yesterday. We came on, we started up, and as it is, I'm all about statistics, as I've stated it. When you come on, provide me necessary statistics. I emphasize, we talk about it, we practice. Practice is only available to those on the mentorship. So please, hearing about me talking about practice, live session and all, it's only eligible for those what? On the mentorship. So don't come to me stating that you joined the VIP and I'm not practicing with you. No, there are two different case scenarios. Get that and get that right. So following up with that, now we had a session yesterday, still on what? The Rainbow 2 Plus. I explained this. You can see there's a 5 minutes voice note right about here, which I used to explain. I explain statistics by statistics, entry, and every single thing. I give details. And so I said that it's not just all about being a bettor. No, I understand the system from scratch, the entire concept. There is no question you can ask me in MENTORSHIP that I would not give you an answer to. And follow up with that. In fact, in MENTORSHIP, as long as it's concerned, I believe I'm the best tutor. I will not say one of the best, but actually the best. Because others have given me their feedbacks. There have been others who have tried here, tried there, and the feedback is always different on my end. So definitely I will confirm that as long as BET9JA is concerned, I will actually take that spot right there. So going up with that now, we went on for a session yesterday and I was explaining. That's how I do this. Explain, you give your feedbacks, I carry along, and so much explanations right here, as you can see. Another voice note 2 minutes 46, another voice note 6 minutes for 59 seconds. Just to make sure you grab it. BET9JA is much more like a school. That is something you get to know. It's not just hop in and hop out. Rather, you go in to grab the knowledge and every single thing that it entails. You learn before you earn. That is the truth. I've had a period whereby for weeks I paused out staking so that I can be able to conveniently learn the system. As long as you are not live trading, you can actually be much more open to the possibility of the system. You learn more than when you are gambling and you are having a sentiment while trading. So sometimes you just have to pause, leave out the financial benefit you are looking in for to learn. You learn before you earn. And following up with that now, we had the entire process. So this was a voice note again, 4 minutes and all. And by the end of the day, it was a positive feedback. Positive feedback according to the client. Said that, all right, you're welcome. So one major thing I know is the fact that you cannot go through the mentorship class and you remain. It's not even a week into the mentorship class. You should have gotten to another realm on the BET9JA system. After 2 weeks, you should be far much more than you were. You cannot go through the BET9JA system and tell me that, oh, there was nothing that was learned, or it will be so much impacted. It is definitely very certain. So that's just it. And imagine a client that has actually paid already for the classes, still talking about the chances of repaying again for much more advanced knowledge. So you should know what the BET9JA system actually gets to imbibe. So that was it. We closed up yesterday's session. Today we started up another session, and this was earlier in the day. Then according to my instruction, you halt, nothing to stake now for 2+. So what I stated is the fact that if you're on BET9JA, make sure that you learn the Rainbow 2+, learn the Betzero, and also the winning color. There are times whereby you want to stake on the Rainbow 2+, you might have nothing to do. You have to move over to the Betzero or to the winning color. So learn all those so that at every given stage, if you don't have anything to stake, you will likely have something to go on with. So following that now, we commenced today. He provided statistics. I went on now to explain what this entire statistics here that was provided today entails. So this was the statistics. Today is the 27th, and this was when we are carrying out this live trade right here. So this is a practical session, and we are live trading. So following up with that now, we had the entire process whereby I got to firstly explain what this is. And following up with that now, we started up this evening. This is 7:34. So earlier on, I got to explain a little bit of what was happening, and officially we started up this evening with me explaining these statistics that was dropped. So that's one major thing. The statistics actually goes with the fact that you have several options. In fact, statistics needs to be studied in depth because what works for this might not work for this. So you have to note that when it's much more like you are working with your visuals. Once you see something, you should know what it tells you. BET9JA rather tells a story. You should at every given point understand the story and be able to interpret it. If you can do that, then you have a very good chance of making profit in the system, being a profitable trader for the long term. It's not all about a big boost for the short term and long term you lose it all and lose more and keep on losing. No. Is much more of knowledge to be able to retain the income. So that is it. So stating that now, we went in to start up the process, which I then dropped this voice note. This is the voice note right here. Let's get to play this out. So according to this your screenshot now, you can clearly see something. Number one, on the 24 hours, you have 347 on green, 348 on red, 364 on blue. Blue is clearly dominant, but on the 100 draws, blue is around. But on the 100 draws, clearly dominant. But on the 100 draws, blue is around 31, 32. So that means that it is actually at the higher band. And when you look at now, between red and green, they are both struggling for the lower band. So in summary, let's go over now to the last 10 draws. Now, according to the last 10 draws, we are looking in for green and red. When you look at the last 10 draws, you have green 4 times, 2 times, once, 2 times, once, 2 times, 3 times, 3 times, 2 times. Red is 2 times, 2 times, 4 times, once, 3 times. So right now, green is clearly doing more than red, because we can clearly see that green has not actually had 3 streak of not winning a 2+, unlike what the color red. Now, the next thing you want to do is the fact that you definitely don't want to play blue 2+. You want to play between red and green, because they are actually at the lower band. As stated, you do not know if green or red has gotten as low as 16, because you are just coming onto the gameplay now. But you definitely know that they are around the lower band. So you are looking for the options of green or red. And how to get that is simply by a flip confirmation. So it's a thing of waiting out. You have to wait out for some few minutes, see what's happening. Like this is ID 440. Let's say by ID 445, there should likely be a clear flip or a clear dominance between green or red. You should see one that started appearing 2+ quite frequently or something like that. Then the fact is that the lower band, they should actually start rising soon, or one of them at least. The second can still keep on falling all the way from 19 or 18 to 17, 16, 15, 14, 12. While another one will start progressing, and definitely in a few minutes, blue that is on 32 will definitely drop to 25, and will definitely drop around 22 or so, if not less. So according to that voice note, it was stated then that what the color blue was on 32, and I stated that before you know, it will be hitting what 25 thereabout, and so at this stage now, green I predicted was going to go up all the way from 19 there, 18 there, was now 25, and beyond that we saw what green doing exceedingly well. In this current draws, green was what giving here 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 10 over 10, 1. So following up the instruction according to the letter voice notes, as you can see, after this voice note I dropped here, I dropped another, I dropped another. I will not be playing this. These are actually what explanatory voice notes. So I was actually what explaining on this. After that, it was stated in those voice notes that 2+ green was the option one to follow. And we started talking about this at ID what 440 here, and this was around ID what 487. So a whole 47 draws, you are likely to be playing green 2+, and within those 47 draws, green did exceedingly well. And even after those 47 draws, green was actually what doing well. So following up with that, now we had what this period whereby blue has actually what gone to 27 all the way from 32. It fell to what 25 earlier on. This was what on the 25 here. It now got to 27, and following that, few minutes later, you saw what happened here. Green has now surpassed blue 28, while blue is on what 26. And as I stated, green has now flipped blue. This is it here, from a start of 19 on green and 32 on blue. What I mean by that is what happened rather at this zone here, whereby we had what 30, sorry about that, this is it right here. We had what 18 on green, 32 on blue. So we had what at this stage now, this was 32 is now 26, this was what 18 is now 28. So it actually what got as much as a flip at 26, 26, and green actually what got to flip it. Now one thing I've stated is the fact that for Nigeria is all about statistics. I will not be unveiling everything here. This is not a tutorial video. This is not the mentorship. At least from this entire images and all I've shown, you should have gotten so much. One major thing is I don't come online all the time to do video proofs and all showing what I'm doing in my community. I once in a while post videos, at least for the very first time. This is the first time I'm bringing up a client conversation and putting up here on YouTube. I have so many. In fact, right now as I'm speaking, I'm on 4 if I would say, different classes, all about for Nigeria, 4 different classes as we are speaking. I had to halt them now. I've muted notifications and everything. Once I'm done with this video, as you can see, the time is 8:43 p.m. right here. I will commence with it all. So that is it right now, and well, it's all good. This is how it is. This is how 4JA works. 4JA is very technical. That's the reason why most people lose more than they earn or more than they win, because most people are just here looking at it as gambling. At this stage now, as I stated, an opportunity is coming in for red soon. You understand me? An opportunity is coming in for red very, very soon. Very, very soon. An opportunity is coming in for what? For the color red. Red will do well. I stated this at what? The ID 96, 496. Now let's check out the last 10 draws. Let's see what's happening with the color red. So ID 496, I stated that very shortly. This was it here. Red at the lower band, green tenor is over now, and green will start misbehaving soon. And this was stated at ID 496. Let's see what's happening on the draws currently. I'll pause this while I head over to 4JA. Alright, now we've gotten to the dashboard. Now you can see what's happening. Green has actually very much surpassed the color blue. Red on 18, and all is all about statistics and talks on statistics. Now looking at the last 10 draws, I spoke about that at ID 96, and currently we have what? Red on a 2+, 2+, 2+, 1, 2+, none, 2+, 1, 2+, 2+, 8 out of what? 10. So paraventure from that ID 96, we had actually been taken. I have other screenshots, though it's not here. I'm not live trading now. So as you can see, I'm not live trading. This is actually a demo account, right? A demo amount. I'm rather on classes now, so I'm not live trading. So following up with that, now after a confirmation, we are going to see what? The color red doing well, but for a limited time. Rather, at this very given stage now, we are looking much more into what? The 24 hours. You understand? So on the 24 hours, we are looking in at this, and we are looking in what? At this also. So the color red now is actually a good one. Very shortly we should see it getting on a flip, definitely on a flip very soon. But as I stated, this is not a tutorial video. This is just what? A look into what is actually happening in the community. So the community is always active, 247 365. It's always active. Very good day to you all. I will be ending this video right here.